In Albany, there is nothing to do, so we go to the mall again, just like we always do. Growing up in Albany is really hard to do. Try to find ways just to pass the time away. I got the Heritage Mall blues. I got the Heritage Mall blues.
Hey everyone, this is Roxanne.
And this is Alex.
And you're listening to the Heritage Mall Blues podcast.
Woohoo! Episode 3.
Episode 3, yeah.
It's a milestone, right?
Yes, it's our third podcast, and it's kind of exciting.
It's not really.
Yeah, not
Come on.
really. I just want to say thank you to everyone who has supported us through likes on our Facebook page. And
all you people have been calling in and sending emails.
Yeah, thank
hundreds
you.
of people, thousands possibly.
You say possibly as though you don't read the email.
No, I'm just saying we haven't gotten any of either, have we?
No, I can't believe it. Why? I mean, come on. Of all the people that I see bitch about everything possible on all these local Facebook pages, I'm surprised nobody's called us to say, hey, we hate you.
Yeah.
Or we want the carousel. What's your problem?
People are listening. They're just not interacting.
Yeah.
Damn it.
What the fuck? Are you guys intimidated by us?
Maybe it's because we just bitch about the listeners every episode. Like the last one, we bitched about whatever that lady's name was.
Guinea.
Oh, there we go again. Here we go again.
Sorry.
All right. Anyway, what's been going on with you?
Nothing too exciting. Had an awesome Valentine's Day, and that's about it.
Anything crazy happening around Albany or Corvallis or...
I'm sure somewhere in Dark Shadows there's always something crazy lurking around Albany and Corvallis and Lebanon and Sweet Home. Though, I was driving through Lebanon the other day, and a ton of emergency vehicles, like more than I even realized the area had, sped right by us. And apparently somebody drove into a power pole in Lebanon. Just drove into it.
It's always hilarious.
Yeah.
I saw the headlines for that, but I didn't read it because who cares? I mean, no offense or anything. But
people were
you
without
were right
power.
there, apparently.
Yeah, well, I didn't go over there. Knowing me.
Were you without power?
No.
Okay, that's good.
So it doesn't really matter to me whole much. But I did try to rubberneck the what was going on because I'm kind of bad that way. And I can only see down the road. And
You're one of those people.
I'm one of those people. It's a hazard.
I think you caused the crashes because you had that
Jesus
thing
Christ.
where a family member was coming to see you and then somebody died in a car crash.
Yeah, just
couldn't.
recently.
Yeah, they couldn't come over because of the wreck on the highway.
I know. It was sad.
And then, like, what was it, like 2 weeks ago, you saw that downtown truck crash?
I think it was longer than 2 weeks. But yeah, where they knocked over the light pole.
Yeah.
Over by Sid
And the
Street.
Democrat Herald had shitty pictures of it, and you
They
had
did.
awesome pictures. You like went over there and we posted it on our Facebook. You had like close-up pictures of all the light being destroyed and everything. That was kind of cool.
They did. I saw the pictures Albany Democrat Herald had. I'm like, what the hell? They need to hire me to take pictures of just like
I'm
that
sure
movie
you can submit
Nightcrawler.
your stuff.
Oh, can you? I don't know.
I'm sure you can.
I'm like that movie Nightcrawler, only I'm not killing people in their cars and marketing off murders or anything.
That we know of.
Right. No, I'm not. Years ago, I worked for a newsroom, and I'm not going to say who. And so naturally, when I see something take place that seems newsworthy, I want to know what's happening. You know, I'm kind of nosy that way, I guess, is another way to say it. But
Yeah, you are.
I like to be informed.
Yep.
So, yeah, I did. That was a really cool picture. And we put that on our Facebook page, didn't we?
Yeah, I got upwards of 2 likes, I think.
Yeah, that's great. You know, I think it would be great if people who are listening would submit photos of things they see around town. I think that would be amazing and great and fun. Fun. Did you guys hear that? In fact, if you only get 2 likes, I promise I will be one of them.
Or send them to us, and I'll put an inappropriate caption on it.
Yes, you're really good at doing that. I saw your crucified Christ on the Lebanon sign.
Yep. Can't imagine why nobody likes us.
But there's some things, you know, going around Lebanon, Albany, Sweet Home. Yeah, send your photos. I'd like to hear about it. So drivers, yeah, this guy drove into a light pole. And it's crazy. Yeah, I have seen more crazy accidents since moving back to the area than I ever did living up in the Portland area. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't see this many accidents. I seriously, I think that you're causing them.
I'm a witch. I'm a witch.
You're probably cutting brake lines or something.
Holy shit.
I don't
Fucking
know.
alligator. You know, I'm sure it's the turkeys in Lebanon. We're going to start blaming them for everything. I'm sure they've been military trained to start harassing the
They're like
citizens.
gremlins.
Whoever's feeding them, knock it off.
What's with you and the turkeys? You bring that up like every episode.
I know. Well, it freaks me out that there's a city that just has all these animals roaming around that belong to nobody, and everyone thinks it's awesome and funny. And it's weird.
Yep, that is pretty weird.
It is. Would they just let random cows roam the streets if they weren't bound by any like Lebanon cows? Doesn't sound good. No, it's just weird to me that there are these weird animals that are known to be vicious, by the way. Turkeys are not exactly known to be nice.
I was not aware of that.
2 of them, from what I understand, have broken legs. And so they don't walk around. They just kind of hobble around.
So they're pissed off.
Right. And they're cutting brake lines. And so, yeah, it just kind of trips me out. So the driving here, I don't understand, because one of the first things about coming back to the area that I loved was how little traffic there is here compared to the metro area. You know, to drive 15 miles in Portland, you have to budget yourself a good hour and a half because you don't know how the congestion's going to be and things like that.
Yep.
And here, you know, you just like, whatever, you're going to make it. You don't have to budget all the extra time.
Yeah, you might get delayed by, a couple minutes.
Right?
The worst thing is a train.
Right.
But that's it.
Exactly. And even then, there's a way around the train, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But people here drive like assholes. And they're cutting each other off, especially on Highway 20, trying to pass people because everybody's in a hurry. And I don't understand. The traffic here is nothing. And yet I've been cut off I have flipped off more people here in this area
Don't flip people
in the
off.
last few
Come on.
months than I ever did in Portland.
So you're contributing to road rage.
Road rage, yeah. Well, yeah, it just blows me away. It's like, everybody slow down. Just slow the fuck down. There is nowhere you have to be so desperately that it's worth killing yourself or somebody else over, unless you're on your way to the hospital and you're already dying or something.
Maybe they all are. You never know.
I really doubt it.
It is weird. I've noticed that too. And I've lived in a lot of really large cities. I've driven around Chicago, and I've lived in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
I've driven around New York. The driving's insane, and I know what Portland's like. It's pretty bad too. It's not as bad as some of those other places, but
Right.
I don't know. If you live in Albany or Lebanon, I don't know. Like, leave, go visit a big city and see what it's like, and you'll love the traffic here. You don't have to be pissed off.
Well,
I saw a guy in traffic once. At some point in the past 10 years. He was just stuck in traffic, and he was just banging his steering wheel. Like you see people in movies do, like if they're stuck in rush hour traffic, like 5 lanes of traffic. It was just Albany. He was just at a light. Maybe it was something else. Maybe he's on meth. That's probably what it is.
Could be. One thing I hear common from people here is when you talk about how go to Portland or it's in Portland, anything to do with Portland, it's usually followed up immediately with, oh my God, I hate the traffic there, or I don't like driving downtown, or I don't know how to. But yet you get these people on Highway 34 where you've got ample space in lanes, and they are speeding, they are tailgating you, they're flashing their lights at you, they're honking at you to move over. And I typically do 5 to 10 miles over the speed limit as it is. So I guess I shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
I do about 5 miles over the speed limit as it is. No, I don't.
I never speed. I'm perfect.
I'm okay. I don't drive too slow. So it doesn't make reason to me that somebody's behind me, tailgating me and honking their horn. But, all these people who talk about how they hate Portland traffic, yet they're driving like they're in it or something. I don't know. Even Portland drivers aren't that bad.
They're having flashbacks of that time they went to Portland,
No,
Eugene or something.
Salem.
Yeah.
We went to the Woodburn outlet malls. I've never been the same. It's crazy. So people, knock your shit off. Come on now. But if you have a bitch or complaint about the traffic here or something to say, call us.
Yeah, 541-497-7859.
Yep.
Give us a call. complain about traffic or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Or complain about my complaining. That's okay.
Yeah, tell Roxanne she needs to slow the fuck down on Highway 34. There's a lot of accidents there, you know?
Like, what the hell?
You're going to be the cause of one someday.
There are a lot of accidents out there. And the accidents here, that's the other thing, too. I notice a majority of them are fatal. The accidents that happen here, people die in. It's not like, hey...
They don't in Portland?
Well, the accidents I've seen in Portland, usually it's like you see someone off the side and the vehicles have already come out there and they might have like a bent fender or something. I think very rarely I've seen people up there, even during rush hour, where there's been a fatal accident.
Because we don't have backed up traffic, that people are able to drive faster and get in the crazy accidents.
Right. Let's get people from Portland to move down here.
Yeah. Let's just hurry up with the self-driving cars. That's what we need.
I know how excited you are about these self-driving cars. And I have to admit, I never had really heard about them before I met you.
Yeah, before you hear me obsess over it all the time.
At first I thought you were
exciting.
Kind of crazy. It was a little too futuristic. But the more you've talked about it and the more I've seen about it on the news, it makes sense to me.
Yeah, it's happening. Definitely within 10 years. Possibly 5. Who knows? The date keeps keeps shrinking, as they figure things out, work out all the bugs and all that. It's kind of exciting. We're going to be alive for something like that.
Oh, I hope so. Not unless we're driving on Highway 34. But
yeah, if we don't die in a car crash.
Oh, jeez. So do you think that in 5 years, where do you think it's going to be? We're going to have a car here or there?
I don't know. They're talking like 5 years. Maybe we'll have the taxis available.
Oh, wow.
You just dial it up on your cell phone and an automated taxi comes out.
Wow.
It'll probably start more in the big cities, though, before we see it in Albany and Lebanon
right.
and, all those stupid little towns up here.
It's going to piss a lot of Uber drivers off.
Yeah.
Then again, you're not going to be in the back of a car with Uber and have the driver shooting at people either, so. That's
true. Is that something that happened?
Yeah. Yeah, an Uber driver was...
Oh, no, yeah, of course. No, I heard about that. He was like a mass murdering people in between pickups. So.
Oh, and during pickups. During pickups, yeah. A couple of people jumped out of the car.
Oh, yeah. I didn't read the whole story. I just kind of heard about it. Crazy stuff.
He's, and his... I have to say one nice thing about the guy. He's definitely great at multitasking. That's
true.
I'm probably going to hell for that comment.
Way to go. Whatever his name is.
Yeah, the guy from Kalamazoo. I had read something the other day that made me even think more positively about this, how it's going to be great for people who are disabled and currently can't drive.
Yeah, that's one of the first things I saw on self-driving cars is a blind guy getting in a self-driving car and going to the supermarket.
That's awesome.
Thought that was pretty cool.
That is very cool. People with autism in wheelchairs, things like that. Yep.
It's just not going to be required to learn how to drive anymore.
Like cursive.
Yeah. Outdated thing. You don't need to know how to drive, or you won't eventually.
Yeah. Well, don't you think some people still own cars?
That'd be so nice when we're elderly,
Oh yeah.
And we won't be accidentally hitting the gas instead of the brake.
That happens
running
a lot.
over. Yeah, it does.
Those pedals are so close to each other. I mean, come on.
What do they expect?
No. And you feel bad telling someone who's been driving for 70 years they can't have their license anymore, but...
I don't feel bad. Maybe you feel bad.
I would be kind of...
No, I'm kidding.
You're not. I would be kind of scared to get in a car, honestly, that doesn't have a driver behind it. I would be afraid that all of a sudden it would just mechanically go insane.
Yeah, or hackers would take over.
Oh, that would be a bummer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But no, I think it'll be better in the end. I'd rather have the car driving around than people who, get on their Facebook and stuff while they're driving around.
Who does that?
Nobody in this room, I'm sure.
I've never gotten on my Facebook while I'm driving.
Of course you haven't.
That's,
I'm kidding you guys. She does it at traffic lights, which is still illegal, by the way.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah, it is.
At traffic lights? Mm-hmm. My car stopped, though.
You're driving, though.
People behind me are going to honk and let me know when the light turns green.
Yep, they do every time.
It's illegal to do it at traffic stops?
Oh, yeah. Whenever you're operating a motor vehicle, you shouldn't be touching your phone.
That's weird.
Yep.
I didn't know that. Well,
I actually read about a police sting. The police, they dressed up as road workers and hung out near an intersection, and then they would just watch for people using their phones, and then they would go up to the window and show them their badge, and here's a ticket.
You see a lot of people here using their phones, though. I mean, I see a lot of people driving down
When,
Highway 34.
when my friend and I, Jessica, we did a scavenger hunt a few years ago, and people had to go around taking pictures of different things around Albany.
Right.
And one of the things in the scavenger hunt was to take a picture of a person illegally using their cell phone while driving. And both teams that were in the scavenger hunt, they had pictures.
Of course. Everyone does it. I don't even know why the law passed, because everybody does it.
So we can stop people like you.
I'm at
sorry.
a traffic light. I'm at a traffic
All right,
light.
okay.
What if there's some major breaking news on Facebook that I have to
That's
read
true,
about? I mean,
yeah.
like, maybe one of my friends is eating a salad, or there's a great picture of a cat or something that I need to know.
Yeah, or you want to take a picture of the people in front of you being unsafe while they drive. You need to be able to do that.
Facebook. I'm kind of bummed with Facebook right now. Anyhow, it's political season, and there's a lot of tension. I have a lot of friends who are very conservative, who are very liberal, who are just very militant in general.
I unfollow all of them. I don't see anything on my feed. I know what you mean, though. I do see that occasionally.
Right. So it is very frustrating, and I pretty much hate Facebook right now. And sometimes I will confess to posting things that might trigger people. I think that's the latest politically correct word, is trigger.
Yep.
It's a trigger word or something.
Yep, I've seen you do that. You just like to have fun. You just like to rile people up.
Sometimes I do. But for the most part, it's really becoming a huge bummer, and I'm spending a lot more time on the other Facebook pages that are out there, just watching their drama instead, because it's not on my page.
The groups and stuff.
Yeah.
The local groups. Yeah, there's a lot of local groups.
I've been kicked off a lot of them.
Yeah, I've been kicked off 2 of them.
Oh.
Just, I don't know. I feel like when I'm trolling people, I'm really subtle about it, but apparently not subtle enough because I get kicked off.
Oh, yeah. I don't troll people ever.
Nope, not you.
Nope. I get kicked off a lot of things, though. A lot of the garage sale sites I've been kicked off already.
Oh, yeah, because you point out, like, the bullshit.
I do.
What is the thing you say? Like, you feel like it's all shoplifted stuff that they're selling?
Yeah, it is. It looks like it.
Stuff with the tags on still. And
yeah. The latest thing...
And they're selling it way too cheap is what you were saying, right?
Oh, yeah. And the people who are selling pets as well, like, I can't believe people are buying a mutt for $250, upwards sometimes of $500, that don't come with papers. There's no verification of what the dog's lineage is. These dogs aren't registered, and they're being sold at prices that are insane. That's the other thing I don't understand. Like, I don't know. People are just willing to buy anything on those sites. We should just go post like a pen and see what happens.
Pen?
Let's just post something really weird and random and see who buys it.
Yeah. Put it on the free thing. You'll get like 1 billion calls.
Right?
How many local garage sale sites are there? Is there just like one for each city, or is there several for each city?
There's like 1,000 for each city.
It's like those uncensored pages. There's always, what is it, like
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's like Albany Uncensored, Albany Truly Uncensored. It's like somebody from the group felt it was too censored over there, and then they're like, "Oh, we're really uncensored,"
right?
Unlike that other one,
Albany Underground Uncensored.
Yep, and I've been kicked off of the censored ones. Apparently, they're not completely.
Yeah, I've been kicked off of a few censored ones as well. Uncensored, excuse me. And I don't understand that. If I'm being censored in an area that's uncensored, and I don't understand that. It's so stupid. But some of the people do get really uptight. Lord have mercy. I've had a few threats given to me on the sites. Apparently Logic needs to be censored.
What's your favorite local site right now?
My favorite local site right now is the Linn County Truly Uncensored.
Truly Uncensored or Underground Ultra Uncensored?
I think it's called Albany Truly Uncensored. I'm not quite sure. I don't know what the path to that is.
And what do they talk about in there?
It's Albany Truly Uncensored. They don't really talk about anything in particular. People post memes, or some of the guys post stuff that seems a little 5th grade, like, look, oh, she's got boobs.
Oh, yeah.
kind of thing.
I see lots of that on this.
And some of the chicks will just try to, they're trying too hard and post sexual things or say sexual things to try to get the boys to notice them. Stuff like that. But for the most part, I haven't seen tons of hot drama in there, and it's just people being stupid and some post-political things, but it's kind of funny. And the rules of the page are, if you become offended, you must leave the group. If you report content to Facebook, you are an idiot. If you're an idiot, you must leave the group.
That makes me want to report posts to Facebook. I mean, that just automatically, I think I'm going to get on there right now and report something. Report that Kermit picture right there. Kermit the Frog. Right. Reported.
I just like the page. I don't know why. They're just...
Oh, yeah, they're fun. I'm subscribed to quite a few of them. I had to unfollow most of them because they just filled up my feed with garbage, but it's still fun to go in there occasionally and look around. You know what one I like is Lynn County Exposed. Is that what it's called? The one with the mugshots?
Oh, yeah. I love that one. That's awesome.
Yep. I've been on that one for years, and they post mugshots of local people who get arrested for things, mostly meth. Mm-hmm. So pretty much, I'd say like 75%, it's all meth. Mm-hmm. Meth arrests. And there's always somebody in the comments who knows that person.
Or a baby mama.
Yeah, and they'll link to their Facebook. It's fun. There's a little bit of drama that happens, but not too much.
Oh, yeah.
And they've been slacking lately. They don't post as many mugshots as they used to.
That's
They
bad.
used to just, like every single night, there'd be tons of them. I think the guy's getting bored with it, whoever runs it. That's a fun one.
Yeah,
we should put links to these in our show notes.
We should. Absolutely.
So what else we got besides local Facebook pages? We've got police logs. We could do police logs, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Police logs. Those are the best. There were some weird things that happened. Yeah.
So this first one, did we not delete this from last time? Because I think you talked to a cop in the last episode about the helicopters.
No, I don't think we did it in the last episode, did we? I actually called, didn't I?
Yeah, well, you called the cop and you said, well, what's with these helicopters? Anyway, it says 10:19 a.m. 3 helicopters were stolen in the 1100 block of Hyatt Street.
Right.
Which just sounds like, full-size helicopters.
I'm like, how the hell did they get away with helicopters?
Laying around in the street. That's the thing about the Lebanon police logs is they never give details. They want you to think that there were full-sized helicopters in the street. And
they explained to me they do give detail, that there's narration to all these, but when they put it out there, whoever publishes them, the newspaper and stuff, they're the ones who ultimately edit it.
Oh, yeah. So, I'm sure the newspaper sees the full report.
Yeah, they're just having too much fun.
Yeah.
So we had a fun Valentine's Day, and it looks like somebody else might have too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. A man, February 14th at 11:24 p.m., I just noticed it was nighttime. A man was lighting something small on fire near the sidewalk at East Elmore or whatever. The man was lighting candles for Valentine's Day. He extinguished the flames.
Yeah, party kill. His
It
poor
seems
girlfriend.
like the way they write, it's like a kid's book, like a children's book.
He extinguished the flames.
Yeah, it's like a three act thing right there.
I could see a dramatic reading on that for sure.
That's what we should start doing on this show. Let's start doing dramatic readings of all the police logs.
Act 1.
All right. Act 1, 9:36 a.m. A vehicle was broken into the 900 block of F Street. Act 2. I don't know. Maybe that's a horrible idea.
A wallet was stolen.
However, 3 firearms left in the vehicle were not taken. Several other cars were entered in the area. And the only reason it's not funny exactly, but don't you think it's weird that somebody would have 3 guns in their car? Like,
right.
Why would you ever need more than one gun in your car?
I don't know, but if I was breaking into a car, I would not touch any of those guns because that's, number one, a little suspect.
Yeah. When I break into a car, if I find guns,
I leave those.
Yeah. Just take the stereos and the pocket change. Leave the guns behind.
Yeah. I once had someone break into my car when I was living in Albany, and they stole my pocket change and all those little Monopoly pieces I got from McDonald's.
And I bet you they're millionaires now. They probably had Boardwalk.
Oh, fuck them.
Yeah, that's just what happens in Albany. My car's been broken into twice in the past 10 years.
Right.
Stole my crappy stereos. I didn't even care about those, but replacing the window, that's expensive.
Yeah. What a bunch of douchebags.
Yep.
But I would not touch the gun.
They stole the manual for my car out of the glove box. The operator's manual.
They did not. Did they really?
Well, I think they just grabbed everything and threw it in a bag or whatever.
Reading material.
Yep. They did leave behind a screwdriver, which is I keep in my car for, whenever I need emergency road work.
It was their screwdriver.
Yeah, they left their screwdriver in my car. No, I told the cops about it, and they're like, "Oh no, we don't need it."
Oh,
They didn't want
nice.
a fingerprint or anything.
Yeah, that's nice. Way to go. That's crazy. I wouldn't touch a gun either. I would think it was planted there to, every episode of Special Victims Unit SVU, Law and Order, they go and kill someone. They put it in waiting for a transient to pick it up and walk off with it.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Jeez.
You're giving me plans for murder.
Great.
You're giving me ideas. 6:05 p.m. A person refused to leave Walmart after being cut off from returning cans. That's Act 1. Like, why does that happen, for one thing?
I think by law you're only allowed to return so many cans in a
Yeah,
day.
there's
which is weird.
there's a note that says that you're allowed this many cans. But then the second part says he threatened to purchase one item at a time to slow up cashiers because he was cut off. So he wanted to get revenge. He said he's going to purchase one item at a time at Walmart. So basically the lines would be about the same at Walmart.
Right.
This is Lebanon, by the way, that we're reading. I don't think we have anything from Albany or Corvallis this time.
That's hysterical.
I wonder if it's that guy that helped us with the cans that one day.
Oh, yeah, that was weird.
We were at the Lebanon Walmart.
Right.
We were having troubles with the machine.
Yep.
And this guy, I thought he was, because we called for an employee to come out and help us because the machine broke. This guy shows up behind us with like scruffy beard and old coat and stuff, and he comes over and just like kicks the machine a bunch, and it starts working.
I know.
I'm like, "Do you work here?" And he's like, "Oh no, I just return a lot of cans."
Bless his heart.
It's probably the same guy though.
You know what, though? I mean, kudos to him, because I seem to recall the Walmart attendant taking
Oh, yeah,
forever
yeah,
to
yeah.
get out there.
It was nice.
So, yeah, absolutely. Walmart should give that guy some money for that.
Yep. I don't know why you do that. I return my cans like 8 or 10 at a time. I just put at 7-Eleven every time I go to 7-Eleven. But you don't go to 7-Eleven as much as I do.
don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never done the Walmart return thing before, except with you.
And I'm pretty excited that they have a bottle drop here, because that was one of the things I was going to miss about living in Portland, because we had bottle drop. And so
Here in Albany, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was pretty excited when I found out that you had one here. And I like that you could put all your stuff into a bag and they'll count it for you. Granted, it's 40 cents per bag. I believe it's still 40 cents per bag that they take for doing that, for being a convenience. But, living up in Portland.
I miss the good old days when we could just throw the plastic bottles out our window while we're driving.
Yeah, I've never done that. Which good old days did you have?
Well, I lived in Illinois, and we never had recycle laws back there.
Oh, I see.
It was a real shock for me when I moved to Oregon.
Really? Was it a real trashy area you lived in? Was there garbage everywhere? Or?
No, I'm being sarcastic or whatever, But yeah, we didn't recycle there. There's cans everywhere.
Right.
Not everywhere, but enough. Anyway, 4:09 p.m. and you and I saw this one firsthand.
We did. We witnessed this.
Yeah, we were driving along through Lebanon, through the main street, and we were passing by. I'm like, did I just see a sign on that guy's window over there that says he's selling guns and ammunition?
Yeah.
Or something? But it says 4:09 p.m. A man with a cardboard sign was selling rifles, ammo, and guns in the 2400 block of Sandy Ann Highway, while an officer determined not a crime
was committed.
Okay.
That's what they said.
Yeah. While an officer determined not crime was committed, he advised the man on better ways to get rid of the large amount of ammunition.
I remember when we drove past, and I had mentioned, you asked, is that guy selling ammo? I'm like, yeah, but the weird thing is, that doesn't seem so weird in Lebanon, where in Portland, if you saw a guy selling ammunition on the side of the road, you'd be like, whoa, what the hell?
Yeah, I had no idea you could just hang out in a parking lot and sell guns and ammo.
What stuck out at me in the police logs recently was there's 2 separate incidences, and I don't have is there a date on this?
No, I don't really. The dates aren't. I'm lazy. I just the times are in there.
Okay. Well, at 11:12 p.m., toothpaste and condoms were stolen from Safeway. That's one act. Okay. However, down 2:51 p.m., a man ran from police in the 99 block of East Oak Street. Police recovered 2 cans of deodorant from Rite Aid. Now, I don't know if it's the same guy who's stealing these personal hygiene.
Who steals deodorant?
Well, maybe he had a date. Maybe he needed to get ready for a date, so he had to go all these different stores and steal things. I don't know. I mean, condoms and toothpaste, come on.
Yeah, where it is on the list, that could have been just a few days before Valentine's Day, possibly.
Yeah, and it couldn't have been a hooker he was going to be with, because obviously he planned on kissing her, and we know hookers don't kiss.
That's true. Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah, me too. Oh, my God. Yeah, so that was funny. That's pretty funny. I wonder if it was the same guy.
I'm just going to assume that it is.
It is. That's it. It is.
This podcast says it is, so it's true.
Right.
All right, so that's it for the police logs, I guess.
That's it for the police
logs.
logs.
Is that it for the whole show? Are we done? Can we go home? Can I leave?
Honorable mention to this podcast business about the... I just realized you asked if you can go home and leave.
I'm sorry, honorable mention for what?
To the business who gets my Get Your Shit Together award for this podcast are the downtown businesses in Albany.
Oh, shit. What'd they do?
And on Facebook, I saw someone mention that I'm friends with talk about how they went to, they wanted to get a hamburger downtown. And they called the business and said, what time can I order and tell them? They said, we're open right now, but we're probably going to close early if it's too slow. Mm-hmm. And
which business are we talking about?
First Burger, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And then another friend mentioned how they went to go down to Big Town Hero and it was closed. And I don't know if they just went after hours or not. But my Get Your Shit Together award goes to these businesses downtown that I've personally experienced, where you go down and there's no one there and it's open hours, and I don't understand that. So
yeah.
Why is that?
I've only been to those places at lunchtime. Mm-hmm. I mean, I have been to Big Town Hero a few times, dinner-ish time, 4 or 5. I know they close early. They close at like 5:30 on weekdays. Mm-hmm. No idea about First Burger, though.
But it's kind of weird to me because...
We're calling you out, First Burger.
We're calling you out. There's a lot of business downtown, isn't there? Like Riley's, and what are the after hours?
Well, Riley's doesn't close early.
No, but there's a lot of after hours.
Oh, I remember you and I went to Riley's, didn't we? Yeah. We were going to get some lunch, and they're like, oh, we don't do lunch yet.
Yeah.
Or it was something weird. I don't remember.
Yeah. It was crazy. We got up and left. Yeah. It was insane. Yeah, the same guy who was doing something was the cook, and he was busy or something. I can't remember. It was very weird, and we just ended up leaving. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was an odd situation.
Yeah, it was very odd. So we just ended up leaving. But you would think with the bars and things going on downtown Albany that some of these businesses might stay open a little more or a little later in the night. So I'm wondering.
I thought Wendy said downtown was jumping. Why would they need to close early?
I don't know. I mean, I can understand if it costs them more to stay open when there's no business, and there's no revenue coming in. But I don't know. It just seems like Albany wraps up everything by a certain hour, and the only thing open downtown is a bar.
Yep. We're calling you guys out. I suggest, can I suggest people throw rocks through windows again?
Oh my God, no.
All right.
Do not throw a rock through anything. Do not cut anyone's brake lines. That goes out to the turkeys. That's my Get Your Shit Together award. It's like, come on, stay open.
We should make actual awards and hand them out to local businesses and stuff. Yeah. Because we can afford to do that.
Yeah. Or if you're hearing this and you know of businesses that have closed down, you've gone there and they weren't open or whatever during the times posted, let us know. We want to hear about it. What can we do to change that?
Podcast at heritagemallblues.com.
So yeah, wrapping it up. We're currently working on a podcast, our next podcast, and it's going to be dedicated to the recreational sales of marijuana
in Albany. Which doesn't exist. It's going to be dedicated to something that doesn't exist.
Yet.
It's going to be a great episode.
Yet. This is something that's going up before the voters this coming November. And
we got a cool interview today.
We did.
And you're going to work on some more, I guess.
Yep. Have a couple things to tie up before we get together and do that. It's a very important podcast because I believe everybody should have a right to have accessibility to it in their community instead of going over to Corvallis to buy it.
Yep. That would be nice. Not that we do that, but, no. It'd be nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think it'd be cool for the tax. But let's not get into it here. We'll do that in the next one.
Right. So that's something we're currently working on with a cool interview and some facts. And definitely, and if you have some input or some things you would like to voice, please call our phone number, send us an email, and we'll read it. We haven't finished our next podcast yet, but go ahead and call us and give us your ideas and thoughts on recreational marijuana sales. We'll have a poll. Let's take a poll. Do you agree?
We'll do a Facebook poll.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, we'll do a Facebook poll.
All right.
So you can find us at podcast@heritagemallblues.com or our phone number 541-497-7859.
We should end the show with a different song by the Albany Project.
Okay.
This time.
Okay.
This is just kind of a cool song about all the random businesses. I think this might be his newest song, but this is a local guy. He's called the Albany Project. You can find him on Facebook. Mm-hmm. He's the one that does our theme song, the Heritage Mall Blues theme song. We stole our name from this guy, but here's what I think is his latest song.
Linger longer, Humpty's dump, first round, buzzsaw, Parks branding iron, T&R, Tom Tom, Ma's Dairy Farm. Linger longer, Humpty's dump, first round, buzzsaw, Parks branding iron, T&R, Tom Tom, Ma's Dairy Farm. Celebrities, Hasty Freeze, Bing's Garden, Los Dos Amigos, Marketplace Pizza, El Commodore, King Cone, Ma's Dairy Farm. Celebrities, Hasty Freeze, Bing's Garden, Los Dos Amigos, Marketplace Pizza, El Commodore, King Cone, Ma's Dairy Farm. These are a few of the places I like to go in Albany. These are a few of the places I like to go in Albany. These are a few of the places I like to go in Albany. These are a few of the places I like to go in Albany. These are a few of the places I like to go in Albany. These are a few of the places I like to go in Albany. Margaritas, Wyatt's Brewhouse, Wine Depot, Pizza King, Candlelight, Foghorn, Hoagie Haven, Ma's Dairy Farm. Margaritas, Wyatt's Brewhouse, Wine Depot, Pizza King, Candlelight, Foghorn, Hoagie Haven, Ma's Dairy Farm. These are a few of the places I like to go in Albany. These are a few of the places I like to go in Albany. These are a few of the places I like to go in Albany. These are a few of the places I like to go in Albany.
Tea bags to the people.